Well, hello everyone. It's me again. I'm back. And, hang on.
Put a pot water
Um, I've already lost my train of thought, man. Okay, grab your stitch and sit down because this has the potential of being a long one. Not that I have a whole lot to show, but me and Molly's been talking this week, going over and coming up with the sales for Cross Stitch Finish Line for 2017. So I have them here, and I'm going to go over with I'm going to let y'all know what we're going to do next year. But first, I have a finish. I was able to finish it, so I'm not up to 7 whips. I still have only 6. But I just love this. I can't wait to do the other ones. And I got to do spring because I did something else for the spring equinox. And I kind of wish I would have done the spring of this. But I really like it. And I even put, I'm real bad, well not real bad, well, when I stitch something to give to someone else, I'm always good about signing and dating it. But when I do something for me, I don't always sign and date it because it's for me and I know I made it and I know when I made it. But I decided that, and it's itty bitty 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 bitty. Can you see it? Right there. You can barely see it. I signed and dated it. So that's that. And what I'm working on now is A is for anchor. This is from the Now I Know My ABCs Sal that the lovely Kate set up for us in our group. Great idea, Kate. Great idea. I'm glad you brought it to us. But I'm hoping to get this finished within the next few days. Get the A finished so that when it comes to the B, then I don't have to worry about finishing the A. And that's all I got to show you. No haul. Oh, let me do I have only one shout out for this week. And that's Isa B. She's been stitching for a couple of years. She's got some pretty neat whips. And I'll link her channel down below. I will also link the link to Cross Stitch Finish Line for anyone who's not a member yet or wants to be a member or something. And I know my lighting sucks here, but there's a reason why I'm sitting in this chair instead of the other one, and I don't want to tell you because it makes me look like a lazy. Cause I got all my fabric in my chair that I'm using to make project bags, so, and I didn't want to move it, so I said, well, I'll just sit here. Okay, well, it's hot today. I feel like either that or I'm having hot flashes, one or the two. I think I'm having hot flashes. Not good, not good. All right. I got, let me tell you some good news before I go into this. I went to the doctor Monday, and when I went to the doctor earlier this year, they didn't weigh me for some reason. I don't know. We just kind of like walked right past the scale, which was okay for me. But when I went Monday, I had a doctor's appointment Monday, and I went Monday, and I got on the scale, and I knew what I weighed last year at this time, and I honestly thought that I had gained weight. But I got on the scale, and I lost 16 pounds since last year. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but, you know, I'm an emotional eater, and, you know, anyone who's been watching my videos know I lost both my parents last year. And like I said, I'm an emotional eater. So I honestly expected to get on the scale and had gained weight, but I didn't. I've lost. So now I'm pumped. So now I'm excited. So now I'm like, and I wasn't even doing anything to lose weight, but I lost weight. So now I figure, well, now if I really try to lose weight, maybe I'll lose a lot more. So we'll see. All right. On to Sal's. We don't have them set up yet. I wanted to announce them, and then we're going to start setting them up. I'm hoping by the end of July. Excuse me, I just burped. Sorry. We'll have them all set up. That way, people can plan and and whatnot. Now, a couple of things I want to say about our sales because you're going to have a lot for next year. Don't feel that you have to join every single sale that we have out in Cross Stitch Finish Line. I'm not going to do every single sale. Molly's not going to do every single sale. And Sandra's probably not going to do every single sale. I mean, our thought on sales is that...
Go away.
I mean, my daughter's eating lunch and Loki's begging and...
Go.
Anyway, our theory is we want to have a lot of options, so you can pick and choose which sales you want, so that you don't have to say, okay, well this month is blah 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 sale. I got to try to find something to fit that sale. No, you can say, oh, this month there's 3 or 4 sales. Which one do you know? I hope I'm explaining myself right. I don't know if I am, but that's our theory. We want you to have plenty of options, so you can actually choose one that you're going to like to do. Choose one that you actually have, so that you have choices. I'm all for choices. All right. And they don't all have to be new starts. You can, if you're doing a sale, you can, do, a whip. I mean, it doesn't have to be a new start. Okay. And because we don't want to pressure anyone saying you have to join all the sales. You don't. We're very easygoing here at Cross Stitch Finish Line.
Can I give him a bone?
Yes, you can give him one. She's going to give him a rawhide bone so she can eat in peace. All right. First thing first, we had some this year that we're going to repeat for next year because a lot of people liked them and we liked them and we thought they were good, and so we're going to repeat them. The first one we're going to repeat is going to be the Christmas in July. That just started, and we have several people that are doing that. So we're going to do that again next year. I thought that was my idea. Okay. Then we're also going to continue on with the monthly month sale that Molly just started. The one where every month you do, like for June, you do something that has June in it, and blah, so forth and so forth. So we're going to continue. We're going to do that one also next year. Another one that we're going to do is going to be the 4 seasons. The spring equinox, the summer solstice, the fall equinox, and the winter solstice. We're going to do that one again next year. Then we're going to repeat the Sing Me a Sal. That's the one where this year I worked on the Do Re Mi. But we're going to do it because there's a lot of musical ones, and so we're going to repeat that one. We're also going to repeat the April Fool's Sal. That's where you do something whimsical or foolish or something that just makes you laugh, something fun. Then we're going to repeat, and this one came from a member. I forget which member. I'm sorry. You know who you are. The Vintage Sal, where you do you cross stitch a vintage piece. Then we're going to do this one hasn't come up yet because it's in November, because it's a Thanksgiving sal, but the Be Thankful sal, we're going to do that one again. We're also going to do the FFO February month, where you pull out all the finished products or projects that you've done throughout the years and have an FFO'd and FFO them. And then, of course, the continuation of the Now I Know My ABCs. So those are all the ones we had this year that we're going to repeat for next year, because we thought that they were good. They were good ideas. All right. Hang on. Hope y'all are stitching something, because we got a lot of sals. A lot. Okay. All right. The first one is the Forgotten Sal. That's where you pick a piece that you started for a previous sal for whenever, and you worked on it for that one particular sal, then you put it away and you never worked on it again. Well, guess what? You can pull it out for the Forgotten Sal. Then we're going to have a cartoon sal, where you stitch on anything that's cartoon related. You know, whether it's a Disney cartoon or Looney Tunes or Scooby-Doo, any kind of cartoon thing. Then we're going to have a witchy sal, where you stitch a witch, some sort of witch. Then we're going to have, and this one's obviously, we haven't picked which months these are going to go in yet. After the video, I'm going to sit down and do that, and get a calendar and figure out when we're going to do them. And we're also going to try to space them out so you don't have one right after the other. But this one will definitely be in June. It's the Something New, Something Old, Something Borrowed, Something Blue Sal, where you can stitch on a new project, you can stitch on an old project, you can stitch on a project that the pattern is borrowed, or you can stitch on something blue, or you can stitch on something that's wedding related. So options are open on that one. Then we're going to do the Share the Love Sal, where you're stitching on something that you're going to give away to someone, to a loved one or a friend or whatever. Then, I like this one. You can tell the ones that I come up with. What's Cooking Good Looking Sal? That's where you... Oh, excuse me. I think I'm fixing to get the hiccups. That's where you stitch on something that has food in it. Any kind of food. Or something that is going to go in your kitchen. Then the Baby It's Cold Out. That's going to be a winter theme sal. Something that has snow, snowflakes, any kind of winter theme. Then we're going to have the... this might not take that long anyway. It's only 11 minutes. Alright, maybe I should talk slower. No, I won't do that to you. Okay, then the Home Sweet Home Sal, where you stitch on something that says Home Sweet Home, or something that has a house on it, or whatever. Then the Red, White, and Blue Sal, that's going to be in July. That'll be our patriotic sal. Then, I like this one too. This one also mine. Splish Splash, I was taking a bath. That's where you stitch on something that is either a bathroom theme or something that you're going to put in your bathroom. Then we're going to have a monthly Mill Hill sal, where every month we have a sal for a Mill Hill kit. Oh, and I think a lot of y'all are going to like this one, or maybe not. Well, I can picture several people that are really going to like this one. We're going to do a conversion sal, where you stitch on something that you're converting, whether you're changing the colors, whether you're adding something or taking something away, anything where you're changing the pattern in any way, whether it's colors or design or whatever. Then we're going to have a kit sal, where you stitch on a kit, any kit. Then we're going to have a spooky sal, anything that's pretty much Halloween related or scary or everything. Then this one's going to be in December. It's going to be the last minute gift sal, where you stitch a last minute small gift for someone for Christmas. Then we're going to have a Love Your Mom sal, and this is going to start probably a couple weeks before Mother's Day, where you can stitch something for your mother for Mother's Day. And then also we'll have a Love Your Dad sal. It'll start a few weeks before Father's Day, and you stitch something for your father. Now, it doesn't have... It can be your mother, your grandmother, your mother-in-law, someone who is a mother figure. I mean, it doesn't actually have to be your mom, because I'm sure there are people out there like me who, their parents have passed. So I plan on actually for my mom, the Love Your Mother, I'm going to do something for my mother-in-law, and I don't know what I'm going to do for Love Your Dad. I'll think of someone. Then we're going to have Here Comes Peter Cottontail. That's going to be an Easter sal. Then y'all going to know right away who thought of this one. We're going to have an owl sal, where you stitch an owl or something with an owl in it. We don't tend to do a whole lot of designer specific sals, but we are going to do a country cottage needlework sal. Anything country cottage. Okay, I'm going to try to explain this one. This one is one Molly come up with, and she wants to do one that's called Defying Gravity sal. And I guess, I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but Defying Gravity, she said, is a song in Wicked, So she wants this to be like a Broadway sow, where you do something that's related somehow, whether to a musical on Broadway or a play on Broadway or something like that. Then we're going to have a black work sow, because a lot of people are doing black work nowadays, so we're going to do a sow for black work. Then we're going to do a quote sow, where you stitch something that has a quote in it. And then this one, and I toyed with the idea of doing this one or not, because how can I put this? We try to be original with our sows. We don't want to steal anybody else's thunder or whatnot. And I was back and forth on this one. Oh, you know what? We're also, I forgot to write this one down. Let me tell you this one. We're also going to do a Disney sow, where for the Disney DreamWorks or any Disney piece. Okay, I forgot to write that one down. Like I said, when we think of our sows, we don't want to steal anyone else's thunder, so that we try to think of original ones. And I almost didn't do this one, but I thought, screw it, I'm going to do it because I'm excited. I'm excited about doing this one, and I'm going to be stitching them next year. And I figured I'll do a sow with it. But I'm going to do a year-long sow for Brooks Books, Alice in Wonderland. I love Alice in Wonderland. And she's got, how many does she got out? 3, 4, 5, I think now. She's got Alice, the Mad Hatter, the Cheshire Cat, the Queen, the Card. I think there's another one. I think she's got 6 out now. She's got 5 or 6 out. But I don't want to start them until she has all of them out. And I think she might have them all out by the end of the year, so that I can start them next year. And I know I've seen a few other people that have gotten it, and I thought, well, hey, let's just do a year-long sow. We can do one a month. That's a lot of sows. And that's not including the sows that, because we haven't, with the time difference with Chandra, we haven't been able to talk to her. So I'm sure she's going to have sows that she's going to add to it. So, but that's it. 2 more things I want to talk about real quick that we're going to do in the group. The first thing is that we're going to have the member sows. Now, we did it this year where we told our members if there's a particular sow you want to do, or you and a few of your friends want to do a stitch along, and y'all want to set up in the group, all you got to do is contact one of us, and and we'll set it up. That's how. The vintage sow came from one of our members. The Know Your ABCs come from one of our members, and there's been a couple of other ones that's come from our members, and a way to get y'all involved. But this year, because we have so many sows this year than we did, or we're going to have so many sows next year that we did this year, we're going to open it up to 12 slots. So the first 12 members. And we want to try to get all our sows set up by the end of August. So anyone who has an idea out there for a sow, or you got a particular sow you want to do, contact either me or Molly, or put a thing up on the Facebook group or something, PM us or something, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Not right now. I don't want to eat in front of my friends.
You can pause the video.
No. Alright, the next thing we're going to do, and this is kind of exciting. We're going to do what we're going to call it the weekend rush. 2 weekends a month we're going to pick, and we're going to set them up on the events page so y'all know what 2 weekends they are. But 2 weekends a month, we're going to do a weekend rush. Well, what's a weekend rush, Joe? I'm glad you asked, because what the weekend rush is going to be is that you stitch a one piece for the weekend, whether it's a focus for a finish, or it's a new start, or whether it's just a whip you're working on that weekend, whatever. Doesn't matter what kind of piece it is. And what you do at 5 o'clock, and we're going to, at a certain time by 5, on Friday of that weekend, you'll take a before picture. And you'll put it up in the event page on the Weekend Rush. Then at the end of the weekend, Sunday night, in the comments of your before picture, you'll post an after picture. And you'll put a rough estimate, because I know you can't sit there and count each and every single stitch. But you'll put a rough estimate of how many stitches you did over that weekend. And for every 500 stitches you get done during the rush weekend, your name will actually go into a bucket. And I'm going to have, because I'll be doing the names, I'll have a glass bucket, and every week I'll show you all the names in there. And at the end of the year, we will draw a name out of that bucket. And you can have your name in there however many times. You know, you could have your name in there 50 times if you've done that many stitches. And actually, I won't draw the name. I'll have one of my kids draw the name. But the winner will get a $50 gift certificate to 123 Stitch. I wish I could join, but if I won, y'all probably protest. But that's what we're going to do. So 2 weekends a month, they'll be on the event page. You have to post a before picture, and then in the comments of that before picture, you will post your after picture, so that we don't have to hunt and search. It's all going to be together. And then how many stitches you did. And for every 500 stitches you get done that weekend, your name will go into the bucket. And at the end of the year, we pull a name and you win a prize. Cool, huh? I like that idea. Like I said, I wish I could join. But anyway. Wow, 22 minutes. I figured it would take me longer to go over all these styles. Let's see, anything else? That's it. Only one shout out. Only one new floss tuber. Make sure I didn't forget any. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So what do y'all think? Y'all like those sounds? Pretty neat, huh? Like I said, I'm fixing to sit down with the calendar and figure out what months some of them are going to go. Some of them are pretty easy to figure out what month they're going to go in, but do them. Alright, well, I guess that's it. I can sit here and hem and haw all I want, but that'll get pretty boring after a while. So, alright, well, until next week, happy stitching. Bye, everyone.